It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky, they did it again this year, moving from number 20 to number 11 in the draft to select Justin Fields out of Ohio State. This offense was just 26 in total yardage last year, so they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Fields on first down. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown, Chicago! Marquise Goodwin, 59 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And we get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On play action, now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Running left, Montgomery. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Jadon Mickens deep for Tampa Bay.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hit gets a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? We're that mythological thing that we do. Have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now, but they give us some nice plays.
Give it 40 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep to Mir Bird. Returnable here from the 38. Just another 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. I'm telling you, they control your fate. Leverage guys. Go to the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Touchdown! It's complete. Allen Robinson, 52 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
We said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And a first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there's a familiar sight, Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2000. 2019 was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
He's got it. 15. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown. 67 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point try now for Succop. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat. The drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now a first down throw, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And Dominican Sue with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
And Dominican Sue continues to be one of the pillars of the stout Buccaneers defense. They helped the team win the Super Bowl last year. 6 sacks in 2020. If you don't send extra blockers his way, that number will go up.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Fields forced out to his left. Got some room at the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence for both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half. As you can tell by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Cleveland. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack by Robert Quinn. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, if they dropped him for a loss, so I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, it's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted. That we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
I think he got down a few guys.
Gun down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Here's Brady to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and could you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other and saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
What I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. And Suckup will push this one right through, and that will tie
tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw me.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? Something definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and then you get most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, well, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. They don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the result can be something you don't like.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man, it's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Suck up for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught by Mooney. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fields now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Nice play there by Shaq Barrett, and he was always going to be hard-pressed to match his 2019 output, where his 19.5 sacks led the NFL. But still in 2020, he put 8 on the board and remains a key cog in the Buccaneers defense.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Khalil Mack able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Open man has got it. It's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 24, Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Robert Quinn getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Here's Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he gets it down to the 32. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
That's the way to do your thing, man. Good job.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 24, Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On first down, Bernard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Brady. Over the middle to Evans. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chasing Pierre-Paul in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays down.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.